now. So we got to wash it to make sure it's clean. You know what I'm saying? We don't drink out no dirty glasses around here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's Friday. Well, my skin all oiled up because I'm getting ready for my vacation and everything. Boy, I get 10, it's like 10 days. Even though it's 7 days, I think it's like truly 10. Because my vacay officially starts tomorrow. Y'all don't understand. I have been working. Even Jasmine, she can't wait, but she gonna be working though while I'm gone though. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a break from me because I know I'm too much. I'm too much, Jasmine. She said, I'm not too much, but I'm some. You know what I'm saying? That's just the creative in me, okay? Listen, we got a full show for y'all, all right? Shout out. I know we streaming live on Facebook, too. Shout out to Facebook as well, okay? We're going to try to get, what is it, Rumble and Periscope up on next? They up on deck? Yeah. So, okay, the multi-stream. All right, cool. Full show for y'all. Y'all know tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TashaKTheLive.com. TashaKTheLive.com. Jimmy L. Townsend is here to tell all. He is done with every lie, every misconception, and everything that Steve and Marjorie have put out on his behalf. So now he tired of the BS, and he is coming to tell his side. Now, this is the uncensored version that you guys are going to be watching tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TashaKLive.com. You have to subscribe via the website. Then you download the app, Fire Stick, Roku, or wherever you're going to be streaming at, okay? And then next Friday, while I'm on my vacay, we're going to already have it preloaded for y'all to watch it next Friday on YouTube and Facebook, censored, okay? So this is the censored, the virgin version. You feel me? So, you know, I don't understand. Like I said, they got the news out here. They can say whatever they want to say, but we can't say what we want to say. And I'm telling you, free speech ain't free no more. It's done. It's done. Shout out to the master stylist with the waves. She gave me some waves that'll hopefully last my whole vacation. We'll see how that goes. Shaq gonna mess these up. I already know, okay? He ready for his vacay too. He working, he been tired and everything. All right, so listen. Moderators, no blocking, okay? You do, because I know there's some misconceptions about people being on my live and as well as on Instagram or anywhere else. You have to subscribe to talk over here, okay? You want to talk? You want to get down with the... You have to subscribe to comment. Okay? I'm sorry, y'all talking about, oh, I'm not doing no members only. You ain't got to pay to do it. You just got to hit that subscription button to hate or congratulate. Jab and tell that dude, he said he was going to start down there to clean the carpet. Now he right here. I done told him now I got a show to run. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, all that damn, you know, stuff going on. So listen, you do have to subscribe to participate and talk mess over here, okay? Show for tonight. We got an update on French fries. We also got I don't know what this episodic foresight is. I mean, we got a lot of stuff. You guys know I'm giving y'all updates on the food chain and what's going on mentally, physically with our bodies and things like that. Also going to be talking about Smokey Robinson. He done came out and told us that Diana Ross, the reason why she ain't married. We'll talk about it. Also, Beyonce, she ain't got it. Jada Pinkett don't have it no more. Don Lemon, neither does he, okay? Brittney Griner trying to go back to jail. Okay, Candy and Marlo. Marlo is at Candy's throat, okay? Also, Debrat and Judy. We got an update on that. Lorenz Tate. I don't think he's ever made the lineup before. That's because I like him a lot. He fine. I got a story to tell about that, too. That man's sexy in real life. People don't understand. Thank you, Slim. Yes, that man fine in real life. I seen him with my own eyes, and he vegan too, which means his sperm is clean. It don't stink. Flo Rida, okay? We got an update on that. Also, Andrew Tate. I don't even think Andrew Tate has ever made the lineup over here. We talked about him on TashaKLive.com because he's too controversial for the mainstream, okay? Also, Neo, he's on the market, y'all. He said he's taking applications. He's taking wombs. Nah. Also, oh man, Jasmine, we got a lot to go through in an hour and 20 minutes. Christian Corley. I don't know who that is, but I forgot. Oh, that's Chance the Rapper's wife, okay? Chance the Rapper got something to say about that little video of him dry screwing, okay? Also, Bad Baby and Chief Keef, Summer Walker, Lil Meech. Got an update on some more medical information. And a video of, it's just very inappropriate. We can't talk about it right now. We got to wait till later in the show. Let me tell you how social media does this. For the first 20 minutes, you can't say anything that is like remotely controversial. You can't say, P words, re words. You can't say no cuss words. You can't say anything because that's where they put most of their ads, okay? And so for those of y'all that are wondering why the content is fully censored, they've already had multiple meetings with me. It just has to be that way if I want to get paid. Do you understand, okay? And I don't want to beg y'all for no money. Like I said, I'm an honest hoe. And my hoes is honest. And we work honest. You feel me? Nah, I need some wine. Listen, I'm going to go get some wine. I'm going to get some wine first, okay? I got to play the ads. You guys know that we got these sponsors, which means Bowley Razor Glass, too. We'll be right back. Like this video, share this video, and y'all get ready for some fuckery. Now, y'all know that I frequent restaurants quite often because I don't cook. I don't have time to cook. And one day, I frequented a restaurant and ordered a milkshake. I don't know why I was craving it, but I was. I informed the server that I had a peanut allergy. And to my surprise, she brought me my strawberry milkshake, and then my throat started to close up. Why? Turns out they used the same blender to make my strawberry shake that they had made a peanut butter shake on before they made my shake. Of course, I had a severe allergic reaction. At the time, I was uninsured, still uninsured, and I couldn't afford to pursue a lawsuit at all. I ain't got it. I knew that I needed to do something, and I had to think fast. Had I would have known about Morgan & Morgan, I would have been the first person on their website. I could have went to their website and found out that they had reformed the injury law process. You can check them out at forthepeople.com or press pound 529. Jimmy L. Townsend, you do not look like what you've been through. Now, you've served over 20 years.
27.
27 years in prison. You were getting
28, really, if you count the little year I did in the state when I was really coming up in the game.
Because you were originally given like a life sentence.
Without the possibility of parole.
Now, you've been out for about, what, 4 or 5 years?
6 years. It was 6 years in January.
Just in case the viewers aren't familiar, you have been working on a book for quite some time. It's called Snakes in the Garden.
The reason I took the book off the shelf was really because of Steve Harvey. But when Steve Harvey made a link, I told you they sent me a link.
Sent you a link.
And in that link, we never did finish that. In that link, he was saying that he was talking about Jason when Jason was about 15 years old. Jason was kind of rebellious, my son Jason. He told Steve Harvey one day, "You're not my father. Jimmy Townsend my father," like that. So I guess it kind of pissed me. This Steve Harvey with the interview talking. And so when Jason told him that, it kind of pissed him off. And he told Jason, "I love your mama, so I got to love you." Now, where's that punk ass, dad of yours? So I don't know if it was from insecurity or what. Could have been, you a multi-millionaire. I ain't nobody, you ain't got to worry about me. So this man has never been in the same room with you. Period. That's what he
called you a punk ass.
Yeah, that's what he told Jason.
I mean, you do look better than him.
I think so too. And you know something, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. I remember when Marge and I was together. She used to hate, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell it all. I'm telling all y'all. She said, and it was fact, she used to check dudes with big lips. She would call them soup coolers. Before she married Steve Harvey, they was dating. Because, now be mindful, all this time we talking, even while she was dating. I could call him anytime, day or night. Me and Laura's daddy talked, and I thanked him for looking out for the family. We had that kind of rapport, I called him, and I thanked him for, and like I said, for 20 years, Margie brought the kids to visit me. As a friend, we just friends. Now, she done gone on with her life, dating and whatever she doing. And I'm going on with my life trying to, fight and get out of prison. So it was that type thing, so. But when 3 days, I talked to them to show you how close we were. Okay. 3 days before she got married to Steve Harvey, we talked. And she told me, she said, Jimmy, Jimmy, you know what, Steve, he's so much like my dad, And when she said that, I said, like your dad?
And we're back. I hope you got your wine glass. I got mine. Now, before I start to what do you call it? Burden my body. We got an update on French fries. Remember we talked about French fries on Wednesday and how they cause anxiety and depression and stuff like that. Well, there's this white man that broke it down just a little bit more. So I don't know if you've seen this video, but I looked it up, and what he's saying in the video is all true. So y'all need to pay attention, okay? Let's go.
If you go to McDonald's, anywhere in the world, you will find French fries, or chips, as you call them, and you will find that they're always made from the same potato, the russet Burbank potato. This is a potato from America that's unusually long and difficult to grow, but that's what they want, because when you're McDonald's, you like those red boxes with a little bouquet of very long chips. It looks really good. And so they insist that all their potatoes be russet Burbanks, and they further insist that they have no blemishes at all. There's a very common defect of russet Burbank potatoes called net necrosis. And you've seen potatoes with a little brown line sometimes, or spots that come through it. Well, McDonald's won't buy them if your potatoes have that. And the only way to eliminate that is to eliminate an aphid. And the only way to do that is with a pesticide called Monitor that is so toxic that the farmers who grow these potatoes in Idaho won't venture outside into their fields for 5 days after they spray. And then when they harvest their potatoes, they have to put them in these atmosphere-controlled sheds the size of a football stadium because they're not edible for 6 weeks. They have to off-gas all the chemicals in them. So you see, the desire for a certain kind of chip leads to a certain kind of agriculture.
Now we know why they cause anxiety and depression, okay? And amongst other things, and why they are carcinogenic. If the farmers don't want to be around them while they being farmed, we shouldn't either, okay? So bottom line, eat French fries responsibly. Okay? Yeah. I'm just putting y'all up on game, all right? Moving on. Okay, now this is interesting. I've got to find my phone. It's right there. Woo! Man, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your sperm. I'm coming for your sperm. Jasmine, you sure do know how to line stuff up. I love it. It's like she's in my brain on how I be wanting these topics. I ain't even got to tell her no more. You know what I'm saying? So listen, the reason I got wine up here, is because there's an update on wine. Now, there's been a lot of talk behind alcohol fetal syndrome. Speaking of alcohol fetal syndrome, the doctor that made that video on my sister-in-law came through to actually talk to us about alcohol fetal syndrome now, and why she made that video and stuff like that. So we're going to release that next week while I'm on vacation. So now it's a real thing. Apparently, people drinking, don't know they pregnant for 3, 4, 5 months, and there's a lot of us walking around here. And she even named a whole list of celebrities that apparently had alcohol fetal syndrome that I didn't even know about. I said, I am real behind on my celebrity gossip. How do you know this lady and I don't? Her name is Dr. Alicia Watkins, okay? She is the wife to Boyce Watkins, okay? And as soon as we was done with that interview, this article comes out. Now interested men, this got something to do with you ladies, okay? Now, let me tell you what this article say, because you're going to find this here very interesting. Jasmine, I need to ask you one more thing. Can you look in the drawer and get my purple glasses? Yeah, so because I don't want to be like this with the phone, you know what I'm saying? It seems like after 40, now I understand why my mama and grandma them used to do this, especially when they looking to play their numbers and read them and stuff. Okay, now fathers, to the fathers, thank you. Drinking alcohol before conception could lead to alcohol fetal syndrome, these white folks is saying. Now listen here. Okay, this is the first research to implicate your sperm. Okay, now your sperm been giving out BV for quite some time and unbalanced pH balances and things like that. Okay, I got it. It was on the I sent it in text to you. Yeah, Jasmine's like, what the hell you reading? I don't know, but she got to keep up with what I'm talking about. Now, fathers drinking alcohol. The article says IFL Science. Prior to conception could be linked to brain and facial defects in their offspring, new research suggests, putting the onus on not just mothers to quell their alcohol consumption, but on fathers too. Nasty ass sperm, okay? I should have known something was up with that sperm when they was giving folks, making women's pH balances be off. When we be having that fish smell, it's because of them. It's because of him. I remember there was this dude one time I was dating, his sperm smelled like fish. And I didn't figure out till after he came. Do you know how I felt? Do you know, Jasmine?
Can't relate.
Jasmine can't relate. Do you know how I felt? I said, why does it smell like that? That's not me. No way. I did the finger test. See, this you. This you. Is what I told her. Now, I got to run down here and get some antibiotics. Man, it's nasty. Now, the findings suggest that the research needs to examine fathers' roles in alcohol-fetal syndrome as opposed to just mothers, which has been the focus of most studies to this point. I am so glad, because like I said, it takes two. It takes two. Surprisingly, the team actually found out that when it comes to certain craniofacial differences, paternal exposure to alcohol has a stronger effect than maternal exposure, which means when you come out and you got that deformed face and them little beady eyes and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like Dr. Alicia Watkins said, that come from the daddy, not the mama, okay? So the daddy is responsible for borderline Down syndrome look. Now, we found out, they trying to give me a virus. Okay, we found out that male exposures actually drive certain craniofacial differences much stronger than maternal exposures do. So this programming effect that's coming through sperm has a profound effect on the organization of the face and the growth and the proportion of different alcohol facial features, says Dr. Michael Golden, an associate professor in the School of Veterinary Medicine and Biomedical Sciences Department of the Veterinary Physiology and Pharmacology, and lead author of the study. That's what he said. That's what he just wanted to make sure we knew that he was certified. I get that, you know what I'm saying? Because he about to get dragged, especially by men. Because women been getting their babies taken over men for years, okay? Especially when you lay down with the alcoholics that are men and they swear up and down, you been drinking and you don't drink, and then defect down there trying to take your baby, trying to put you in jail. Now you got something to take down there to defects when they try to implicate you, women. Happy Mother's Day, by the way. Okay. Also, when it was the dad drinking, we saw a profound shift in the organization of the face. Say it ain't so, child. And they got articles to back this up, all right? Fetal alcohol syndrome, FAS, is a condition characterized by the lower body weight, central nervous system problems, hyperactivity, and physical development difficulties. It is difficult to diagnose, but typically identify after doctors confirm the fetus was exposed to alcohol through the mother drinking while pregnant. However, this can pose a number of challenges, and mothers will often deny alcohol consumption in healthcare consultations. Now, this research suggests some could be telling the truth. If you were, I am so glad. Listen, now while doctors suggest a child has FAS, they sit down with the mother to confirm the diagnosis by discussing her drinking habits during pregnancy. Golden said, it is not uncommon for the mother to deny consuming alcohol while pregnant, but when they do, there's a stigma or this notion that women are lying about their alcohol use because, and this article goes on forever and forever and forever. I ain't even do that for y'all. Bottom line, y'all better inspect that sperm. Okay, all sperm is not created equal. Okay, and while you think you found the one, okay, around here you can't get your little cat to stop. You can't stop scratching your little cat. Okay, it's got a smell down there. You know what I'm saying? The sperm is strong. Yeah. It's them. All right, moving on. Smokey Robinson came out and did an interview and said when he was married about 30, 40 years ago that Diana Ross was in fact his side bitch. Now, has Diana Ross been married before? I haven't seen any husbands on public record. I just want to figure this out. Thank you, Jasmine, my research specialist. So listen to me. Now, before he go to the upper room and he wanted people to know her true identity, okay? She was married to 2 white men. That was a check grab. That was a check grab. That was for the check, okay? Now, I just find it hard to believe that Diana was out here sleeping with folks' husbands. How are you the Beyonce of that era? And you is a Smokey said you was about that life. Now listen, people like to drag people like me, and I don't give a shit about gossiping, but we wouldn't have it. Listen, gossip is an equal opportunity service. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, it doesn't discriminate. Doesn't have a gender, no he, she, we, non-binary, nothing like that. It has nothing to do with that. It has people just purely trying to share themselves with you. And when they've been sharing themselves with married men, they want the world to know that I am that nigga. And she's apparently that bitch. Now, I got to find a wife. Is she still alive? His wife that he cheated on with Diana Ross, because we got to get her for an interview. He probably made his wife feel like, you know what I'm saying? You know how the men used to talk to women back in the day? They wasn't worried about getting canceled. Smokey! She's still here. We're going to reach out for an interview. Y'all better not jump in her DM. Talking about TashaK about to be messy. Yes, we are. But if you want this wine, I want to know. Because I need to know. You need to know. Because we need answers. Because Smokey, listen, it take two. Don't be out here trying to ruin Diana Ross' little legacy. Because she got more money than you. And she's still beautiful. I think this is the one he wanted to marry. Okay? But he wasn't in the business of making an honest woman out of her. And the industry says she wasn't marriage material to black men. So she went over there to white men. That's what happened. Moving on. Smokey! Beyonce said she ain't got it. Now, the IRS audited Miss Beyonce and said that she in fact owes over almost $3 million, okay? We're equivalent, all right? Now, while everybody out here laughing at me, you know, trying to figure out how I'm going to pay this little debt, she has sent her lawyers to say, listen, you got it wrong. This is not what's supposed to happen. I don't owe this money. And so she's actually challenging the I, the R, and the S. And not that, and you know the IRS don't take kindly to anybody correcting their work. You just supposed to pay the money or either call the taxpayers advocacy, which she would have done, and it would have never cost her no money because they would have been glad to go in on Beyonce's half for free because it is a free service offered by the government for people who are being just dragged by the IRS continuously, okay? Now, Beyonce, listen to me. They got Shakira out there caught up in the courts now. You should have known that they would come for you. She talking about she made $800,000 in contributions. They say they don't see it. Where? They looking at the paperwork. They don't see it. So Beyonce, listen, you can't take my line. You can't take my line because I ain't got it. You got it. I ain't got. Ask JC to pay that bill. He worth over almost $2 billion. JC can't run him $3 million. That's like $100 to him. Come on, B. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Yes, listen. Get somebody else to pay it. Moving on. Remember, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, TashaKLive.com. Jimmy L. Townsend, Marjorie Harvey's ex-husband, okay, and Kingpin stops by the, we came to Memphis. We went to Memphis to tell everything. When I'm talking about everything, I'm talking about Prince, everything, dog, everything, okay? So stay tuned. I told you gossip ain't got no age, no gender, no discrimination, no nothing. Gossip ain't nothing but a number, so a noun ain't nothing but a thing. Let's go. All right. Jada Pinkett, Red Table Talk is canceled. Okay. Now, apparently, Jada is pretty broken about this because she's had to fire staff and things like that. Facebook says they are cutting the Facebook Watch promotional program. They do this stuff a lot. So let me tell you what type of deal that Jada had, okay, and us creators on Instagram. So whenever they roll out a new, let's say, leg, because Facebook Watch is a leg. Instagram Reels is a leg. Stories is a leg. It's like a different extension, like a different department. So what they did was they paid her promotional money to create a show in her house in order to get people to engage with Facebook Watch, and they pushed it. They pushed it. They got the algorithm going. So they use shows like hers in order to get Facebook Watch on the map. Once it's on the map, they don't need you no more. You fired. You got to go back to the staffing agency and ask for another job. You got to do the data entry. You know what I'm saying? You got to do the typing, see how fast you type. You got to take a little test. Then they will point you in the direction that you need to go in order to find a job. Okay, it may be on the assembly line for a little while. I packed batteries before in the past. I'll pack them now if I got to. So that's exactly what Facebook said. They say, we are done here. You're no longer needed. To shake the table, because that's what it should have been called, bitch. Shaking the table. Shaking the table. I said, how she got messy with everybody else's show but her own? She was on there like, wow, her and Gammy. Right. Yes. And then we do this to do this. I love it. Power in words. But when Will sat down with her to talk about her extracurricular activities during the marriage, it was an entanglement. Y'all was when you was supposed to burn the house down. And Facebook wouldn't have let you go. But because you didn't do it right, you didn't capitalize off of the platform right, they said, sis, you got to go. You costing us too much money. Because it costs money to bring her out. She didn't leave the house because they ain't pay her that much, but it costs money to bring her out. That's why she was in the dining room. She moved them away, put the little plastic IKEA table in there, 3-4 chairs, and they shot that in the dining room. They didn't have to pay for no location. All they had was people, and Jada kept that money to go trick off her, because last time I heard, she was buying cars for young men. All they had to do was be strong on that tongue action and make sure their spiritual work was done from within, because she needs you to be spiritual with that tongue. Mm-hmm. Will don't believe in God no more. So, Jada, I don't know what to tell you, but listen, Keef Studios is hiring. If you want to come down here, I can show you how to do this properly, okay? I can show you how to monetize the whole time, because I just feel like after Will slapped Chris on her behalf, she just got too conservative and the views was going down. And so back to my story at hand. So let me tell you something. So Instagram did it too, because you know they're a part of Meta. So what they do is they pay these creators like $800, $1,000, you know, $10,000 or whatever. They don't pay more than 8 to 10 or whatever. And you post reels, so you get paid if you generate a maximum number of views. Once they get reels on the map, they snatch the money back because they don't need you no more. Okay, that's how Facebook stays in business. Okay, they give out bonuses. It's called marketing. You are a focus group. You're paid to advertise, and once they're done with you, they cut the advertiser portion program. Okay, and so that's what happened there. Jada got laid off. Moving on. She ain't got it. Don Lemon says that his firing was in fact a good thing. It was a lesson learned, and being that his grandmama them named him Lemon, he is now turning lemons to lemonades. He has fired off a lawsuit against CNN for improper firing, although they did let him know that he was fired. They gave him plenty of warnings, but because he know companies like CNN would rather settle, he's going to take the settlement, and word on the curb is he's already got a job working at the same YouTube station that Chris Cuomo is at, okay? So they are now both YouTubers, okay? So we'll keep an eye on what's going to happen with Mr. Lemon to see if this lemonade is sweet. Don't bring me no unsweet lemonade. Don't do that. We from the South. And everything that you really wanted to say on that platform, this is your time now because you independent, sir. Just say it. Just say it. Say you hate women. Say you could please a man better than they can. Just say it. Say you get better head than we do. Say that men never hit their prime if they stay in shape and don't smoke reefer. Say it. Mm-hmm. Say it. Moving on. Brittney Griner. Now, I was thoroughly shocked when she did this interview here. Because they asked her, would she, be inclined to be going, to go play back overseas? Because apparently they gave her like a year contract at $100,000, if I'm not mistaken. I was like, Brittney Griner only making $100,000 to play basketball? That's all they pay? I guess, man, they spent all that money getting her from Russia. You know what I'm saying? The taxpayers' dollars. They said, we got to cut back, you know what I'm saying, and see if you still got it. Because, mentally, that a Russian prison in the cold, you know what I'm saying? She cut off her wisdom. She had her own dreads and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? She may not play the same. So I guess they trying to figure out, like, what's going to happen with her. But what shocked me was I am trying to figure out if she's really... Jasmine, don't do that. Don't do that, Jasmine. I got a show to run. I was thoroughly shocked because I had never heard her talk before. And it's got me questioning if we was catfished. Roll the footage.
Well, I can say for me, I'm never going overseas.
I thought it was AI. Start it over, Jasmine. Roll it back. Listen to me. I said, ain't no way this lady talk like this. This has got to be artificial intelligence. Go.
Well, I can say for me, I'm never going overseas to play again unless I'm representing my country at the Olympics. If I make that team, that would be the only time I would leave the U.S. soil.
Pause. I would be utterly confused. Bitch like me, I would like, you are not, there's no way you were what? That is not a... What she consider herself? Non-binary? What is it? What do they call it, Jasmine? She, her. I think so. That's tell me they put AI on that lady voice. Please tell me they put AI on that lady voice. Her voice deeper than Shakes. Go.
That's just to represent the USA. I'll say this, the whole reason a lot of us go over, is the pay gap. A lot of us go over there to make an income to support our families, to support to support ourselves. So I don't knock any player that wants to go overseas and make a little bit extra money. I'm hoping that our league continues to grow, and with as many people in here right now covering this, I hope you continue, like I said, to cover our league, bring exposure to us. I hope a lot of these companies start to invest in our craft.
Did she practice to talk like that? Tell me she wasn't born with that voice. That is AI. I am convinced. AI is very popular out here. When I clicked the video, I said, no fucking way. I'm sorry, I wasn't even supposed to cuss. No way. Tell me, no. I said, Shaq, talk for a second. Then I did a voice comparison. I said, ain't no way. Ain't no way your voice is deeper than my husband's. Her voice deeper than Slim's. And you taller than her, right, Slim? And he taller than her. Look, he did that on purpose. Yeah. You, Slim, don't do that. Don't be trying to. I think her dick bigger than y'all's too. I don't want that. No. She takes out the trash. I can tell you right now. That's all she got to do at the house is take out the trash. She gets her dick sucked. For real. And you have to get on her. You have to get on your knees. You have to submit to that. Moving on. I couldn't believe it. Now, Real Housewives of Atlanta are coming back out, and they decided to get messy this season. I like it. Marlo is quickly moving into the Nene Leakes position, and I'm rooting for her, okay? I think she's going to be the one to save this show, okay? So let's roll this little promo clip that they got going. Well, it's not a promo clip. It's an interview. Go.
What happens with Candy this season, then? You're going to see she's just held accountable. No one's worried about you being the longest housewife. You're on this platform. You deserve to give everyone your reality, and we're all making sure she gives y'all her reality, especially when she's around
we're
us.
Expected to. We're all
Yes.
expected to give our reality, the good, the bad, the ugly.
Mm-hmm.
And so why not?
Yeah.
Everyone needs to be held to the same standard.
Yeah, Candy only wants to talk about, oh, I got this new movie, I secured this bag, my child did this or that. She only wants to brag about all the good stuff. It's like, hey, you have bad things that happen in your life as well. You have things that the world needs to know, that everything's not always perfect. And it's okay.
I love how professional they were in that clip. I just want to let everybody know that the whole city has had you. Okay. And here's what I'm gonna say, because I know everybody's like, you know, Candy has this thing that she likes to throw up in people's face that she's the longest running housewife. She's the most boring. I think she's just the last man standing, to be honest with you. Okay. I think she's just that employee that knows how to be the boss's favorite. Okay. Candy know how to keep a job. Candy needs to give a masterclass on how to keep a job. Through thick and thin. She knows how to bite her tongue. See, I don't. I got fired all the time. All the time. Candy will just be like, you're kidding, right? Okay. Okay. And she leave. I'm telling you. I said that's the master class she need to give. Not a bag. She need to give on how to keep a job. That she is very consistent. She is very disciplined. Okay? But this season, Marlo is coming for that ass that everybody has had allegedly. Moving on. Let's go. Well, I gotta get an AC in here. It is hot. Jesus. All right, in geriatric pregnancy news, I'ma end well, okay? But she is a senior citizen. She gets an AARP discount whenever she goes to Shoney's to eat. Especially if she's eating for two. And, you know, it is what it is. So they had a little clip, you know, that they used to promote, you know, how they went about securing the sperm, okay, to host in the Brat's senior citizen womb. And, you know, I just had some ideas that I just wanted to put forth to people who are in same-sex relationships, because they need to talk more about this, okay? And so, let's roll the footage.
After we decided that we wanted to have a baby, we had to pick a donor. I think this is a fun part of the process.
Bitch, I'm nervous.
Beautiful.
I'm saying, I never had to handpick a baby daddy before. Like we literally.
Yeah, but you know I ain't never had to pick one. At least you had one before. Oh my goodness. Hey, Dr. A.
Morning. How are you?
We doing okay, but we looking through the cryobank thing from the ones you gave us, but we don't see no black people.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Then it went from thousands of donors down to 224 donors.
And one of them is
black.
Right, so this is an important issue. Unfortunately, there are just not enough black donors, black sperm donors, black egg donors. So unfortunately, the pool is limited for a lot of black patients.
Our baby daddy can't be black?
Well, the thing is, not
if he
only...
look like Jiminy Cricket.
The thing is,
one or
not
two black
only...
people I saw, that thing ain't finna be looking like my child.
Now, so this is only for PSA purposes only. I have very many, well, not anymore, but I used to, conversations with black gay men. And I also have them with black gay women. At the end of the day, women, whether it's from a woman or a man, they're going to take it. It's just the biological makeup of it, okay? Men, on the other hand, they going to take dick too, okay? However, yes, there is a reduction in babies being born amongst the black community. And so here's what I tell my black gay men. Have a baby with a lesbian. Donate your sperm to the lesbian couple. That way you can have 2 daddies and 2 mama, and black kids are still being born. Because at the rate y'all going with this LGBTQ, we're going to be extinct. And that's what they want, okay? We're going to be gone. We gone. We good. In the words of Migos. We gonna be gone. I'm serious. And y'all down there taking sperm from the crackheads, okay? That's going in there to get their little $25 for the day. Okay, they don't put on their best suit to come in there and make you think that their sperm is good. And then you don't know if that sperm got alcohol fetal syndrome. You don't know that. They drinking and everything, you know? Y'all need to start having babies with each other. Like for real. You ain't got to put your little thing in her. Because I know some gay women are just anti-dick, even though they take plastic. They take that BPA. Non-BPA free. However, if you want babies, just go and ask your neighbor. John, Michael, do y'all want a baby? Sure. You want to be fathers? We want to be mothers. Just have them take the egg and put it in you. Okay? Make sure the blood ain't dirty, but still. Moving on. Jasmine said break. All right, listen. Remember, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going over to TashaKLive.com to premiere the Jimmy Townsend interview. Okay, Marjorie Harvey's ex. He came to tell everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. Now, after the break, we got Laria's Tate, Flo Rida, Andrew Tate. Who else? Neo, Christian Core. Oh, yeah, Chance the Rapper's wife. She is done. Bad Baby, Chief Keef, Summer Walker. Throat counselors on the lineup, okay? For a lot of y'all out here that like to be throat, what they call them? Throat what? Throat gods? Throat goats? Throat goats? Okay, yeah, you throat goat. We got all that after this break, which means we got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass too. Let's get it. Now, you all know that I frequent restaurants quite often because I don't cook. I don't have time to cook. And one day I frequented a restaurant and ordered a milkshake. I don't know why I was craving it, but I was. I informed the server that I had a peanut allergy. And to my surprise, she brought me my strawberry milkshake, and then my throat started to close up. Why? Turns out they used the same blender to make my strawberry shake that they had made a peanut butter shake on before they made my shake. Of course, I had a severe allergic reaction. At the time, I was uninsured, still uninsured, and I couldn't afford to pursue a lawsuit at all. I ain't got it. I knew that I needed to do something, and I had to think fast. Had I would have known about Morgan & Morgan, I would have been the first person on their website. I could have went to their website and found out that they had reformed the injury law process. You can check them out at forthepeople.com or press pound 529. Jimmy L. Townsend, you do not look like what you've been through. Now, you've served over 20 years.
27.
27 years in prison. You were getting
28, really, if you count the little year I did in the state when I was really coming up in the game.
Because you were originally given like a life sentence.
Without the possibility of parole.
Now, you've been out for about, what, 4 or 5 years?
6 years. It was 6 years in January.
Just in case the viewers aren't familiar, you have been working on a book for quite some time. It's called Snakes in the Garden.
The reason I took the book off the shelf was really because of Steve Harvey. But when Steve Harvey made a link, I told you they sent me a link.
Sent you a link.
And in that link, we never did finish that. In that link, he was saying that he was talking about Jason when Jason was about 15 years old. Jason was kind of rebellious, my son Jason. He told Steve Harvey one day, "You're not my father. Jimmy Townsend, my father," like that. So I guess it kind of pissed me. This Steve Harvey with the interview talking. And so when Jason told him that, it kind of pissed him off. And he told Jason, "I love your mama, so I got to love you." Now, where's that punk ass, dad of yours? So I don't know if it was from insecurity or what. Could have been. I think you're a multi-millionaire. I ain't nobody. You ain't got to worry about me.
So this man has never been in the same room with you.
Period. That's what he told me.
Called you a punk ass.
Yeah, that's what he told Jason.
I mean, you do look better than him.
I think so too. And you know something? I'm gonna be perfect honest. I remember when Marge and I was together. She used to hate. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell it all. I'm telling all y'all. She said and it was fact. She used to check dudes with big lips. She would call them soup coolers before she married Steve Harvey, they was dating. Because now be mindful, all this time we talking, even while she was dating. I could call him anytime, day or night. Me and Laura's daddy talked, and I thanked him for looking out for the family. We had that kind of rapport, you know. I called him, and I thanked him for, you know, and like I said, for 20 years, Margie brought the kids to visit me. As a friend, we just friends. Now, she done gone on with her life, you know, dating and whatever she doing. And I'm going on with my life trying to, you know, fight and get out of prison. So it was that type of thing. So, but when 3 days, I talked to them to show you how close we were.
Okay.
3 days before she got married to Steve Harvey, we talked. And she told me, she said, Jimmy, she said, Jimmy, you know what, Steve, he's so much like my dad, you know? And when she said that, I said, like your dad?
And we're back. That's a hell of a hit in the wine glass. Okay. Now, he said Steve got them soup coolers. You know what I'm saying? You know them dudes with them soup cooler lips and stuff. Every time they kiss you up here and they be slop everywhere. And then when they go down there to suck, you know, your little cat and stuff, they sucking it like they sucking an oyster out of the shell. You know what I'm saying? And then they latch on to that to your clit and then it hurt. You be like, hold up now. Cause they gotta force their tongue to come out because they lips so big, their tongue can't do this, right? You know how we do this? They tongue be like, cause the lips are bigger. What they call them, soup cooler. All right, Lorraine Tate, come on. I can't stand people that just always find something to complain about instead of doing something about it. I live by the glass half full scenario. Okay? You seen that? I live by that. I like that I can get more wine and volume too with this glass. Okay? Get up. It's a better fucking up. Now, go ahead, roll the video.
Look at the collective. Okay. So, you know, there's brothers who are doing it, whether they're doing it here in America, whether they're doing it, you know, over from the UK or even from the mother continent, Africa. I'm cool with whatever it's going to be. But I feel like Hollywood believes there's more value in British black actors than they do black actors. And I think a part of it goes into that, they have an audience over there.
Shaq's sitting here, so I can't say what I really want to say. But that's a nice looking man. That's a very, very well kept. He vegan, which means his sperm is vegan, you know. Vegan sperm is just hit different. No. And nobody said that, Shaq. Shaq gonna ask me where I got vegan sperm from because he ain't vegan. Nobody said anything. I was just saying stuff. A friend told me. I ain't never tried vegan sperm. I'm just telling you what it. See what I'm talking about? You see? Can't even say nothing. I'm a woman. This man, it's a nice looking man. We're going to treat him with respect. So listen, I met him before. He came into a restaurant that I was managing one night, and I think I've told this story before, and he was sat down to order, and I literally interrupted him, and I was like, sir, I was married at the time, still married, and to the man I'm married to now, and I was like, sir, hi, sorry to interrupt you. He was with two women, too. I didn't give it. I was like, I need a picture with you. And he was like, well, can I order first? I was like, yeah, you can, but I need that picture. So he was like, he saw that I meant business. I was not playing. I ain't never did that to any celebrity, and I've ran into all of them. But him, I was like, I need a picture with you. I disregarded that his wife was sitting there. Now, he come up from behind me. I was at the computer and I was voiding stuff for service to help him make more money. So what happens is when a table pays with cash, and they ain't make no money for the night, I would delete the whole check. You know what I'm saying? Let them keep the money. That's why I got fired. So he come up from behind me and he grabbed me like right here, the butt curb, right? He was like, so you ready for your picture? And I was like, I am. He took a picture with me. I still got the pictures on my Facebook. That man looked just like he looking on TV. He looked like that in purpose. His teeth clean too. He ain't got no black stuff, no yellow stuff between his teeth. He don't eat no meat. He don't eat no other sauce. He pure. I came home. Shaq knew that I was thinking about him the whole time I was with him. I couldn't help myself. I was like, but baby, he kind of look like you. He just vegan. He the vegan version of you. You know what I'm saying? I have a type. He's short too. You know what I'm saying? So, but back to this real story in here. He out here complaining about him not having no job right now. He don't need no job. He too fine. There's a lot of women out here that take care of him. Now, back to the story at hand. He trying to say that British actors are coming. Hollywood is more interested in British actors. Okay, true. Yes. However, British actors are just so dominant in script reading because it's like, how is it that you British but you could take on pretty much any accent? Whereas if you ask them to speak in a British accent, they don't know how to speak in it. You know what I'm saying? So British actors have seen like what's needed and they're able to kind of play both roles, dual roles, okay? And their training is a lot more extensive than people get in the United States. I really think that the United States actors and actresses have to go to the UK, have to go to Europe to get trained and acted if they want to dominate. Now, here's my advice to people in Lorenz Tate shoes. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, his voice doesn't change. It's always the same. Play that video one more time. It's not too high, not too low.
Look at the collective. Okay. So, you know, there's brothers who are doing it, whether they're doing it here, in America, whether they're doing it.
Pause. If this man was playing a gangster, I wouldn't believe him. If this man was playing a superhero, I wouldn't believe him. I would have thought he was a superhero's help. You have got to develop your craft, sir. And so what I think is because, you know, they got to go to Africa. They got to go to Africa. Nollywood is busting right now. When I tell you we finna roll out nothing but Nollywood movies on TashaKLive.com, new movies you ain't even seen before, okay? When I tell you it is going to be an African streaming network, listen to me. That's where they need to go because Africans want English-speaking actors and actresses. And Africans know who he is and they pay good money, but you just want to sit here and wait on a job. Now I get you fine. You can do that because somebody probably taking care of him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, bro, you got to go to work. Okay, we work out here. Don't be sitting up complaining. I mean, Idris Elba, you can't compare yourself to Idris Elba. We're talking about Idris Elba. That man like 6 more feet taller than you. His voice is deeper. And it looked like a man. You can't compare that. No. Listen, I think Lorenz Tate needs to market himself to the white movies. He would be perfect in them white comedies and white love movies and stuff like that. Falling in love with a white girl. It would be perfect. That's where you need to go. You need to go to white market. You need to go to African market. You just got to figure out where you fit in because right now you are auditioning for roles that are just not in your height range. Let's go. You too short. As soon as he walk in, I'm telling you, the man like this tall to me. I'm like, ain't nobody finna hire you for James Bond. The fuck? You can't play Denzel Washington Training Day. The fuck? Then we got to find a woman that's short like you. Come on. He gonna have to have that leg extension surgery. Let's go. But he's still fine though. I mean, yeah. Shaq taller than him, so he got him by that. Flo Rida. Nah, Flo Rida been out here catfishing y'all. I don't know. Not even catfishing y'all. Playing on y'all emotions. This man ain't never, ever claimed his son who fell out off the balcony of a 5-story building. Okay, I've been in contact with that baby mama since that baby has been born. He has never acknowledged that baby. He has, according to her, falsified a DNA test so that he wouldn't have to submit a correct DNA test. So getting other people to basically take the DNA test so it eliminates him being a father. And then as soon as the boy fall out the window, he gets worried by social media, not by the baby mama. He got it on social media and then decides to post as if he's there for his son, so y'all won't think that he ain't there for himself, there for his son. After he just won $84 million in a lawsuit that he still ain't collected yet, because the company say they ain't got it. Now, he tried to show up to a child support hearing while the little boy's in the hospital. Think about this. Why is it that your baby in the hospital fighting for his life? You never, according to the mother, met the baby. Never paid no child support. Always trying to get out of the DNA test. Now the baby done failed. The whole world know it's your baby. They sending you love. They not sending her condolences. If you would have saw the apartment building in which he fell out of, which was his, you would see that this is not a child that's being taken care of by a man that's supposedly worth over $100 million, okay? You can easily put two and two together. But then while his son is laid up in the hospital, he wants to log in through Zoom to talk to the judge about child support. Why are you talking to a judge about child support while your child is in the hospital, laid on the hospital bed? Which tells you this man ain't been child supporting at all. The fact that you even trying to get out of it. He ain't shit. You don't get Father's Day, no socks, no wallet, no golf balls for you. He's sorry. He gonna die alone with all that money he ain't gonna never get. Moving on. Andrew Tate. Now he done lost. The man went to prison for two days, okay? Now he out here talking about the government trying to poison him. Look at this video. Talking about he was poisoned. Said he only had soup and coffee and water for breakfast. Somebody somehow got into his compound. His face is swollen. Blood pressure is through the roof. Okay? What does that say? Skin's on fire, hard to breathe. Some sort of severe reaction of poison. Only had coffee and water so far for the day. And it all appeared in the last 5 minutes. Sir, you need some damn Benadryl. Okay? You probably allergic to the coffee. That's what it was. Or this is a delayed reaction. Probably put some oil on your skin. Sir, that ain't nothing more than a damn allergy, okay? Stop playing. Stop playing. Some of the government trying to take him out. They want to take you out. They would have had you hung in that prison you was in. Man losing his mind. Look at him. Yeah, call Morgan and Morgan. Okay, moving on. Neo said, let me tell you what, he said he's single, okay? Listen to me, he said he's single now. Now, he got a baby on the way. This is the second baby he got with his crystal lookalike Sade, okay? So, check out this video.
I mean, I'm in a space where I'm happy. I'm in a happy place, so I'm dating now. I don't give a damn.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm good.
One person in particular, or?
I'm moving around. I'm enjoying the single life.
I like that.
I'm enjoying the single
A
life.
lot of people throwing themselves in your DMs and like...
yeah, a little bit.
Really?
It's a little gross.
Do you open them up and you...
No, I do. It's okay. Yeah.
Would you ever date a fan?
Yeah, man. That part don't matter to me. Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you... We always have this debate in the room. Do you need to date someone kind of on your level, or would you like date, someone from TSA? You know what I mean? Like,
I honestly don't even trip off things like that. I mean, somebody on my level kind of understands the plight of what I go through just as a person, a celebrity or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, we're weirdos. Us celebrities, we're weirdos. So I like normal people. So I normally be going for just regular people.
Could you imagine sleeping with a man and he's been married the entire time. You have baby number 1. He gets remarried to the wife that he married the first time, didn't want him, married her again to keep her from leaving over you being pregnant, to cover up the fact that you was pregnant, Sade. Then he leaves the wife. Well, the wife finds out, she leaves. And then you on social media bragging about the babies, and you done waited all these years for this man to come out and claim you, and now he don't want nothing to do with you. He's single. He's single. And he want normal people. Normal. You were Crystal's doppelganger. That's what that was, okay? And got pregnant too fast. Now, yeah, he gonna take care of his kids. And I saw him. He had took her out, I think, for her birthday or something like that. He got to keep her out the child support office. Of course, he going to take her to the club, buy a few bottles, okay? And then send some milk because he trying to keep her out the child support office because Crystal already had him down there, and he didn't want to be down there. He told Crystal to go back to the strip club in which I got you from. Now, Neo, you need to leave these girls' vaginas alone, okay? Keep that BV and stuff to yourself, sir. Don't nobody want that. Moving on. But to the side, just, you see, you still on the side. Still on the side. Still on the side. Moving on. Chance the Rapper's wife saw that video, saw our video, okay, and said that she does not approve of that video that went viral. Do you have that video? All right, is the ass covered? Ass shit. All right, so they say the video is approvable. Okay, I ain't trying to get struck over here. All right, so here's Chance the Rapper, and we're going to read what she got to say about it. Let's go. That's a married man, y'all. And remember, look at the girl's face. Did you see the girl's face? Roll that back one more time. Look at the girl's face, because she knew. He's supposed to be the Christian rapper. Mm-hmm. He's supposed to be the same one. He's supposed to be the real Kanye Christian rapper. Well, Christian, I think Kirsten or Christian, whatever her name is, got a whole watched our video. Because like I said, I've met her before, and she gave me Brittney Griner. Boys deep and all, okay? Now, let me read this little thing here. Let me put on my little glasses, okay? She says, oh, my God. I've lived to say, Jasmine, you read it. Hold on for a second. Jasmine, I can't see shit. I'm messed up anyway. Hold on for a second. You can't see it either. Look, it's so tiny. Where is that? Okay. We're going to pull it up. Hold on for a second. 20 minutes until we head on over to TashaK.com for that Jimmy L. Townsend video. Oh, I can read it now. So Chance the Rapper's wife shares a message. People don't grow up. They marry. They have the nerve to have children, but don't grow up. She says, oh, my God, I've lived a very simple life. You can say, oh, yes, at 13, this happened to me, and at 14. I don't know what she meant by that. Okay, it looks like this is a quote from Maya Angelou. Yes. Okay, and she says, but those are facts. But the facts can obscure the truth, what it really felt like. Every human being has paid the earth to grow up. Most people don't grow up. It's too damn difficult. What happens is most people get older. That's the truth of it. They honor their credit cards. They find parking spaces. They marry. They have the nerve to have children, but they don't grow up. And as you can see, she highlighted that part. Not really. They get older, but to grow up costs the earth. The earth. It means you take responsibility for the time you take up, for the space you occupy. But it's serious business, and you find out what it costs us to love and to lose. To love and to lose. Look to your neighbor and say to love and to lose. To date and to fail. Say it, to date and to fail. Look to your neighbor, to date and to fail. And maybe even more to succeed. So says Angelo, Psalm 23, 19. Yeah, look to God and say, he is good and he don't lie. Nah. She say, translation, there's no prenup. Translation, how you cheating and I let you cheat. She still posted, wherever I go, grace will beat me to it. Meet me in it. Turn around. And make it a miracle. So says Christian. I'm telling you, her voice like Brittney Griner. She built like Brittney Griner and everything. And she's like, she doesn't understand how it is that you just won't grow up. All you had to do is ask. All you had to do was ask. Now, he did respond. I forgot what it was. Hold on for a second. I think I noted, I wrote it down. He did respond and said, let's see what he said. Hold on. He think it's a joke. He just like me. I don't know why he be doing this. You know, people be dragging me and stuff, and I'm with it. I'm with all this shit. He know that lady ain't going nowhere. I don't know why she got on the internet talking all that shit. They do that all the time, knowing they're going to be right there in the kitchen making bacon and eggs with some toast and strawberry jelly. I don't even know why she tripping, okay? Cutting this steak up right now, okay? But listen, this is what he said.
I love everything about being fucking married, but I'll tell you this right now. We do fight a lot. We do argue all the time. If I've learned anything in 5 years of being married is we're always working on me. You know?
Says he loves his wife to death. And they're always working on him. So you need to get your ass in the room and lay down. Talking about you leaving. Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Huh? You want me to pay for an extra house and you got a room back there? Where you gonna go? Shaq did that to me one night. I was like, I'm going to sleep in a hotel. He's like, the hotel room right there in the main room. I said, I'm going to sleep in a hotel. He was like, as I said, the credit card has been swiped. The hotel busted left in the house. And guess what I did? I turned around and I went and laid my hands down in our Airbnb. Shay told I get what I look like paying rent here. And you going over there. But you better be mad in the room. He said, I'll sleep on the couch. You just go be mad to be by yourself and talk to God in there. When you get up in the morning, come out, we'll talk about it. Shake me. He been doing me so wrong. Shake said, get somebody else to do it. Moving on. All right, so Bad Baby, she's of age now, so we can talk about her. Now, did an interview and said that, she got 5 tattoos of Chief Keef. Now, you can tell he don't drink no water. Look at his face. He don't drink no water. You can smell what his sperm smells like, what the groin area smells like, what the mouth smells like. This girl makes, what she say, $60 million? She made like $60 million on OnlyFans. That's a lick for him, okay? She paying all his medical bills. I know he got some kidney issue going on, bladder issues. You know what I'm saying? Probably going on that we don't know about, you know what I'm saying? I know she's probably been down there to the health department getting antibiotics, you know what I'm saying, to get rid of whatever is trying to come out of his skin through his eyes. You see how dark his eyes is and stuff like that? That is something trying to come out, and he just puts it in her because she's young, she's stupid, you know what I'm saying? And so she just keep tattooing him, and the interviewer asked her, are y'all together? She said, I wouldn't say that we was together. I just, translation, I pay his bills. And I love him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, how long y'all been together? We've been together for a little minute, you know what I'm saying? But they always say this. I was 18. He ain't, and everybody on Twitter calling him the P word. Okay? And she came up to his defense. He ain't no P word. The hell he ain't. The hell he ain't. This man ain't sold a song in 15 years. Yes, he did. It was a whole mission. He saw the OnlyFans. He said, I'm coming. I'll be right on over. You just hold that thought. And you hold this calm. in your mouth. Hold it in the throat, okay? And just let it sit there. And I'll be back in a minute to tell you, okay? Which she'll be back in about 30 years to tell you why she got throat cancer. We'll talk about it in a minute. Let's go. Let's go. Summer Walker, okay? Do you got that video? So she messing with Lil Meech, okay? The Kanye mask. How you out with a dude and you don't want to be seen with him? Like, why even go out, Summer? Why, and who got the babies? My question is, you got twins, you got 3 kids under the age of 3. Who got the children while you out with this child? Who? Roll the video again. Look at him. Come on. Like, we can't tell who you is. And he looking back at her. You coming? Is you coming? Now, he on social media claiming her, telling my summer is his. After Blueface Barbie that came out and put a picture of him laying down in the bed. Now, what this is, Meech, is they going to spend up your little acting money because you ain't getting no other job after this. You ain't had no job before this. You ain't getting no job after this, sir, okay? Because you, bottom line, you can't act. 50 Cent used you as a marketing ploy to sell the show. What better way than to have BMF than to have the son play the daddy, okay? After that, sir, your career is over. So some about to take you a little check because her other baby daddy ain't got the child support money at all. He come to the doctor's appointments to make up for not financially being there, but you financially being there. That's why he talking about summer is mine. Okay, eating the baby cereals and shit. You know the cereals that melt in your mouth? Because all her kids still eat the cereals that melt in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? They choking hazard. Moving on. Speaking of throat cancer, okay, they are saying that throat cancer is on the rise, okay? They said these men out here that are making your vagina smell like fish are burning your throats, okay? Not only are they burning your throats, let me read what the article say, okay? They're saying that oral is the rising cause of throat cancer to all you throat goats out there, okay? Now, doctors say that oral is a factor in the rise of throat cancer, which they label an epidemic in the United States of America. University of Birmingham professor Hisham Mahana says the human papillomavirus, AKA H to the P to the V, okay, that's the long one. That's the long STI. So they got STD, then they got STI, okay? Is the cause of the rise in the cases of the throat cancer for oropharyngeal cancer. The main risk factor is the number of lifetime sexual partners, especially for oral. He explained in an essay for The Conversation. Another report by the CDC estimated that the H to the P to the V infections in the United States cause 70% of oral cancer is no longer cigarettes, okay? It is, yeah. The same sperm that's causing fetal alcohol syndrome. Now, HPV is transmitted through, of course, intimacy. For oropharyngeal, I don't even know how to say this word, cancer, the main risk factor is the number of lifetime partners, especially with the sex. Those with 6 or more lifetime partners are 8.5 times more likely to develop cancer than those who do not practice to the oral sex, which means you shouldn't be sucking everybody. You shouldn't be putting your mouth on everybody. This is why God was trying to tell us, wait for your husband. Wait for your wife, wait for your husband. He's trying to save you the long way. Now there is, let me tell you now, because you know I be doing my research, so I'm about to put y'all on now. There's an herb. You ready? I use it for my colds. I don't get colds. It's the same herb they use in keeping the viral count high for people who got that dirty blood, if you get my drift. I can't say a lot here, but what I'm going to tell you is called ACHH. ACHH. And white folks is on the reviews saying that they have gotten rid of 8 to 10 to 15 different strains of the H to the P to the V on this here HCACHH. Go to Amazon, it's $100 a bottle. I take it. And remember I used to get them colds all the time. Remember that, Jasmine? Lamine used to take me down. He used to go to daycare and I'd be like, y'all are nasty in here. Every time I drop him off, get him well, y'all get him sick again. Tell them little girls to keep their mouth off my baby. Because he was real affectionate. He liked to kiss on people. Lamine always hugging on somebody. I'm like, you need to keep arms lift away, Lamine. So I started reading on what it is. Listen, let me tell you how my brain worked. I said the dirty blood people don't ever really get sick like that. I said, how's that? So I started to research what herb did the pharmaceutical companies use to keep the immune system high. And it's called ACHH. Go to Amazon, look at the reviews, and the #1 review on it is the curation of the H to the P to the V, allegedly. Because I am not a pharmaceutical person and I'm not a doctor, but you ain't hear that from me. That's all I'm going to say. And I ain't had a cold in a year. And if I had H to the P to the V, I ain't got that either. It ain't came up on my pap smear, so I'm good. Or throat. Moving on. Now, Stunna. Stunna. This is not a stunt. Now, I just got to roll the video. I can't even say anything. So she in the casino. Watch what happens.
It's 4:31 in the morning. Where y'all at? I want to see some real bitches and some real niggas on this motherfucker.
You said what, bitch?
But
oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you keep going.
Y'all like right here?
Oh, that motherfucking Why you sitting up here playing with me though?
Why?
He just knocked the hell out of her. And the way he did it, it was pimp style. He did it in the middle of the casino. People are aroused. She on live. Roll that video one more time, please.
It's 4:31 in the morning. Where y'all at? I want to see some real bitches and some real niggas on this motherfucker.
You said what, bitch?
But y'all like right here?
That's what Shake was trying to do to me when I was talking about Lorenz Tate. Keep going.
Oh, that motherfucking Why you sitting up here playing with me though?
Why?
Now I would have just said I just dropped the phone. Do you see it? Some of my hair. Look, my hair messed up, y'all. Everybody on the live saw that man knock the hell out of her. And she got back on like nothing happened. He did it in the middle of the casino, which means he whoops your ass daily. And she laughs about it. Listen, if you ain't trying to get in front of this now, don't come out later with no pictures of bruises of black eyes and scratches all over your body trying to cancel him after he don't want you no more. Because that's what's going to happen. When he leave, now her, all of a sudden, or when he caught with somebody else, he beat me. We know we saw. And you thought it was funny. Domestic violence is not funny. But that shit was funny. Because she thought it was funny. So we laughing. Roll it one more time.
It's 4:31 in the morning. Where y'all at? I want to see some real bitches and some real niggas on this motherfucker.
You said what, bitch?
That's some shit you a movie. Slim, you saw the way he knocked her ass. She got up like that, got up off the floor of the casino and just kept walking. Casino ain't say shit because he's spending money at the table. Deal with that later. They got security around everywhere. Ain't nobody come check on her. Listen. Now we're heading over to TashaKLive.com. It is now time, okay, for our exclusive interview with Jimmy L. Townsend, the ex-husband, ex-kingpin to Marjorie Harvey, okay, a.k.a. Lady Heron. That's what they saw. Yeah, everybody was like, what is Lady Heron? It was in Harlem Nights. Remember when they had the little girl, the black girl that was sleeping with the white men, but she was moving Heron. They call it smack. It was a really good interview. There's a couple parts in there where he lost me a little bit. I was like, where we at? But, you know, that's got to do with his age and stuff like that. But he's a good man. I love him. He's funny, very charismatic and everything. I see why Marjorie gave him a little tail. I do. I see why she bent over the counter and everything. You know what I'm saying? Very interesting story. I'll be dropping some pictures and stuff on the community board, okay? On TashaKLive.com. With them, okay? And so I really hope that you guys enjoy this interview. Remember, we will put out the uncensored interview next week. Now, here's, the censored video next week on YouTube. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put it out in 2 parts. Part 1 on Wednesday, part 2 on Friday, okay? Remember, guys, hold on for a second. I got to make this announcement because y'all don't hear me. I am on... Stop lying on me, talking about I'm going to take a mental health break. Ain't nothing wrong with my mental health. I'm good. I ain't on no medication. Health is good. I ain't got no mental health issues, okay? I got a few anger problems, but I ain't got no mental health issues, okay? And if I had some, I would tell y'all. 2, because I got 1 minute. 2, I don't like Twitter. I just don't like it. I've never liked it. And I just decided to just leave the Twitter world, okay? Period. You can only catch me on Facebook, Instagram, where else? TikTok and YouTube. Okay? That's all you're gonna see me on the TashaKLive.com. That's it. All right. Also, I haven't had a vacay since January. Okay? And it really wasn't no vacay. It was a long, stressful trip. Okay? Now, I'm actually taking a vacation. No phone. May 1st through May 7th, I am out of the office. I am going to have my legs up in the air and my throat is going to be goading. Y'all don't understand what's about to go down for the next 7 days. I'm going to be on my knees. Do you understand me? Shaq has a lot of pent up because we ain't got time because I'm with y'all. We work together and we live together. And every time we go home, our daughter right there in our face in our bed, we like, girl, we got things we trying to do in this bed, okay? So we have to go be married. Don't call me. Don't ask for nothing. Jasmine is going to be in charge of y'all getting y'all content on YouTube and Facebook and TashaKLive.com. So stay your ass on the app. We got Judge Joe Brown coming out next week. We got the Cussing Pastor coming out next week. All of that is on TashaKLive.com. And y'all will get 3 shows on YouTube and Facebook. I'm out of the office going to put my legs up in the air like this. Now head on over to TashaKLive.com right now and get this here interview. Bye.